Welcome, Monsieur Dantes. I am Armand Doliac, the warden of Chateau d'If.
Monsieur, I know you must hear this a great deal. But I assure you, I am innocent. Everyone must say that, I know, but I truly am.
Innocent?
Yes.
I know. I really do know.
You mock me?
No, my dear Dantes. I know perfectly well that you are innocent. Why else would you be here? If you were truly guilty, there are 100 prisons in France where they would lock you away. But Chateau d'If is where they put the ones they're ashamed of. Let's have a look at your quarters now, shall we? God will give me justice. People are always trying to motivate themselves. Or they keep calendars. But soon they lose interest, or they die, and
there's a window.
And all I'm left with is a rather unsightly wall, I'm afraid. So, I've conceived of another way to help our prisoners keep track of time. Every year, on the anniversary of their imprisonment, we hurt them. Usually just a simple beating, really. Although, on their first day here, in your case, today, I like to do something rather special. And if you're thinking just now, why me, oh God? The answer is, God has nothing to do with it. In fact, God is never in France this time of year.
God has everything to do with it. He's everywhere. He sees everything.
All right. Let's make a bargain, shall we? You ask God for help, and I'll stop the moment he shows up.
Come back! Come back! What's my crime? What's my crime? I'm innocent. Happy anniversary, Dantes. Until next year.
Forgive my intrusion. But I was under the impression that I was digging towards the outer wall. Parlez-vous anglais? Italiano? I am Abbe Faria. I have been a prisoner in Chateau d'If for 11 years, 5 which have been spent digging this tunnel.
It's 72,519 stones in my walls. I've counted them many times.
But have you named them yet? Once I was as you are now, but I promise it will pass. I promise. Now, may I stand on your shoulders? Take me down. Please take me down. Take me down. I have not seen the sky these 11 years. Thank you. Thank you, God.
There's no talk of God in here, priest.
What about the inscription?
It's faded. Just as God has faded from my heart.
And what has replaced it?
Revenge.
All these. Follow me. Perhaps in your thoughts of revenge, of serving God's purpose and keeping you alive these 7 years.
To what end?
Escape. There we go.
Spoke of escape.
There are only 2 possibilities of reaching the outer wall and finally the sea. I simply chose the wrong one. Now, of course, with 2 of us, we could dig in the opposite direction. And with both of us together, then, of course, we could possibly do it in, 8 years. Oh. And does something else demand your time? Some pressing appointment, perhaps? In return for your help, I offer something priceless.
My freedom.
Freedom can be taken away. As you well know, I offer knowledge. Everything I have learned. I will teach you economics, mathematics, philosophy, science.
To read and write?
Of course.
When do we start?
Come on.
The slot opens twice a day. Once for your toilet bucket, which is where we hide the dirt. And once in the evening for your plate.
Lights out. Right. Come on.
Thank you. Between those times, we can work all day without fear of discovery.
So, neglect becomes our ally.
Excellent. Compute this. 2,500 cubic centimeters of rock and dust per day for 365 days.
Equals 3.5 meters a year, 12 feet, foot a month, 3 inches a week.
In Italian.
Ancora 3 metri e un mezzo.
Do not waste the light.
You were a soldier, priest. So you know weaponry. Teach me. Or dig alone.
You force me to walk a fine line, don't it?
This is ridiculous.
The stronger swordsman does not necessarily win. It is speed. Speed of hand. Speed of mind. Now, sweep your hand through the drops without getting wet. Like this.
How long must I keep this up?
I am going down the tunnel. Barry. Up. Like that. Time to study. Define economics.
Economics is a science that deals with the production, distribution, and consumption of commodities.
Translation.
Dig first, money later.
Thank you. Happy Christmas, Edmond. Give or take a month or so.